Have you ever wondered who really controls the world's wealth? Could it be a single family, the Rothschilds, with a net worth in the trillions? Cast your minds back to the 18th century, to the bustling streets of Frankfurt. There, amidst the clamour of commerce and the hushed whispers of conspiracy, a dynasty was born. The Rothschild family, a name that would become synonymous with unimaginable wealth and influence, began their journey in the humblest of settings. Meyer Amschel Rothschild, the patriarch of this illustrious family, established a banking business that would soon stretch across the length and breadth of Europe. A man of vision and ambition, Meyer had 5 sons, each of whom he sent to different European cities to extend the family's reach into the financial arteries of the continent. From London to Paris, Vienna to Naples, the Rothschild name began to resonate within the marbled halls of power. In a time when monarchies ruled and wealth was the ultimate key to influence, the Rothschilds quickly rose to prominence. Their wealth wasn't just in gold and silver, but in information. They built an intricate network of couriers and spies, faster than any governments, giving them an edge in the financial world. When news of Napoleon's defeat at Waterloo reached Nathan Rothschild in London, a full day before the government's own couriers, he was able to make a fortune on the stock exchange. This was a family that understood the power of money, the influence it held, and the doors it could open. They financed kings, funded wars, and shaped the economic landscape of Europe. The Rothschilds were not merely observers of history, they were the puppet masters, pulling the strings behind the scenes. So, from obscurity to dominance, the Rothschilds became synonymous with wealth and power. But how did they maintain it? With power comes secrecy, and the Rothschilds are no strangers to this. Their financial empire was built on a system that thrived in the shadows. Indeed, the Rothschilds have long been synonymous with secrecy, their wealth and influence shrouded in a veil of mystery. Their banking dynasty, established in the late 18th century, rapidly expanded across Europe, establishing a financial network unmatched by any other. The Rothschilds were not merely bankers, but puppet masters in the grand theatre of world politics, their strings reaching into the heart of governments and monarchies alike. Their secretive nature was not without cause. They funded both sides of the Napoleonic Wars, a testament to their cunning strategy of capitalizing on conflict. By lending to governments in times of war, they ensured their profits would multiply, regardless of the outcome. This shrewd approach to finance reshaped the world, marking the birth of a new era of global capitalism. The Rothschilds were also instrumental in the formation of Israel. Their generous donations and political maneuverings laid the groundwork for the Balfour Declaration, a pivotal moment in the establishment of a Jewish homeland. This, however, was not a mere act of philanthropy, but a chess move in the long game of global dominance. The Rothschilds' influence extended far beyond the boundaries of Europe. They established central banks worldwide, from the Bank of England to the Federal Reserve. These institutions, often viewed as pillars of economic stability, were in fact instruments of Rothschild power. Through them, they could manipulate economies, control governments, and shape the course of history. Their influence was unparalleled, their power uncontested. But could they be planning something more? The Rothschilds have always been visionaries, their sights set not just on the present but on the future. With the advent of artificial intelligence and predictive programming, they have the tools to foresee and influence future events on a scale never before imagined. So we must ask ourselves, as the world enters a new era of technology and data, what role will the Rothschilds play? Will they continue to pull the strings from the shadows, or will they step into the light? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, their secretive empire continues to cast a long shadow over the world. Their influence was unparalleled, their power uncontested, but could they be planning something more? Could the Rothschilds be part of a larger, more sinister plan for world domination? Let's delve into the world of conspiracy theories that surrounds this enigmatic family. A word of caution, though, we are treading on thin ice here, as these ideas are unproven and often dismissed as mere conjecture. Yet they continue to circulate, capturing the interest of many. Firstly, let's talk about the alleged ties between the Rothschilds and secret societies like the Illuminati and the Freemasons. The Illuminati, an Enlightenment-era secret society founded in the late 18th century, is often mentioned in the same breath as the Rothschilds. Some theorists suggest that the family is a key player in this shadowy group, using its immense wealth to manipulate global events. Similarly, the Freemasons, a fraternal organization that traces its roots back to the local fraternities of stonemasons in the 14th century, is another society often linked with the Rothschilds. The family, so the theory goes, uses the global reach of the Freemasons to extend their influence, shaping the world in accordance with their mysterious plans. Beyond these secret societies, the Rothschilds are also rumored to hold sway over global decision-making bodies. From the United Nations to the International Monetary Fund, theorists suggest that the Rothschilds use their financial clout to direct the policies of these organizations subtly, bending them to their will. Now, it's essential to remember that these are theories, often dismissed as fanciful thinking or outright paranoia. There's no concrete evidence to support these claims, yet they persist, painting a picture of a family so powerful it's said to pull the strings of the world from behind the scenes. These theories are indeed intriguing, but could the Rothschilds' plan extend even further into the future? They say the future is not just something that happens, it's a brutal force with a great sense of humor that'll steamroll you if you're not watching. Could the Rothschilds be employing this force to their advantage, using artificial intelligence to predict and change future outcomes in real time? We'll explore this in our next scene. Stay tuned. What if the Rothschilds were using artificial intelligence to predict and influence world events? Now that's a question that could send chills down your spine, isn't it? Imagine for a moment one of the wealthiest families in the world, with their fingers in every financial pie you can think of, turning their sights to the future. Not just any future, but a future shaped and molded by a powerhouse of data, algorithms and machine learning. The Rothschilds' potential investment in AI technology is a topic of much speculation, and for good reason. When you think about it, the possibilities are quite staggering. AI is already being used to predict stock market trends, analyze consumer behavior, and even forecast political outcomes. But what if it could do more? What if it could be used to shape those outcomes? This is what we call predictive programming, and it's a concept that's as intriguing as it is unnerving. Imagine a world where the outcomes of elections, the rise and fall of economies, even the ebb and flow of international relations are all influenced by a single entity. Through the power of AI, the Rothschilds could potentially have that influence. But let's not get carried away with dystopian fantasies. After all, these are just theories. There is no concrete evidence that the Rothschilds are dabbling in AI for world domination. However, it is undeniable that they have the resources and the influence to invest in such groundbreaking technology. And the implications? Well, they could be world-changing. If these theories hold any water, the future could be a place where the power dynamics are drastically shifted, where the world's events are not just predicted, but influenced by those with the power and the technology to do so. So, whether you believe in the conspiracy theories or not, there's no denying the Rothschilds' influence on the world. One thing is clear, the Rothschilds are a family unlike any other.